Tiny Toons Spring Break is an animated film released in 1994, and I was watching this because despite my great love of Looney Tunes and Merry Melodies, I haven't seen that much of Tiny Toons. I grew up watching it a little bit, but I don't have that many strong memories, so I thought I'd check this one out based purely on the poster artwork. It looked bright and colourful and really fun. Honestly, I didn't like it, and there were two reasons why I didn't like it. The first is that I found the animation to be kind of dull, and the second is that I just didn't care for the narrative, and I feel like it kept cutting back and forth too much, and I didn't like the flow of the narrative, or indeed what was happening. Because the characters are going on spring break to Fort Lauderdale, and that's what part of the narrative is about. The other part involves Elmyra, a character I don't particularly like, thinking that Buster is the Easter Bunny and trying to capture him, and that part of it, I didn't find that interesting either. The whole Easter aspect, yes, I thought that was pretty fun, but it wasn't done in the way that I enjoyed. I just didn't think it played out very well, and the narrative just didn't appeal to me as much as I perhaps would have liked it to. And another reason I didn't love it, and this is not the fault of the Spring Break special specifically, but something that I have an issue with Tiny Toons in general, is that I struggle to watch the characters hearing them called different names. By this I mean we have characters like Buster Bunny, who is so obviously meant to represent a character like Bugs Bunny, and Plucky Duck, who is so much like Daffy Duck in the way he is animated, the colour palette an exception, and I just struggle to look at those characters knowing they are meant to represent the other characters, but obviously they do have slightly different personalities and things. But I just feel like when I'm looking at it and then I'm hearing them being called other names, I don't love it. Maybe if I watched a lot of Tiny Toons over time, I'd get used to that and that wouldn't be a problem. But as I said, that's not the fault of Tiny Toons Spring Break. That is purely something that is an issue with me rather than an issue with the Spring Break special. But as I said, the narrative isn't great. I didn't really enjoy it. The animation wasn't anywhere near as bright and colourful as I wanted it to be, so I didn't love it. I would love to know what you think of it, both if you watch it for the first time, having not seen a lot of Tiny Toons, but also if you're a big Tiny Toons fan, does it live up to your expectations? Is it a good example of these characters? I will endeavour to watch more Tiny Toons. If you have any specific recommendations for any of the specials, please feel free to let me know. I don't know if I'll ever embark on the series properly. Time will tell, but based purely on Tiny Toons Spring Break, I'm not very desperate to do that.